Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here, and today we're going to be doing a little 4K video test with the new Google Pixel 5a. I'll be testing out both the front-facing camera and rear-facing camera in both the daylight and nighttime as well, and I'll also be testing out both 4K 30 frames per second and 4K 60 frames per second. Now, when it comes to recording with that front-facing camera, you don't have the option to be able to record at 4K, so we're kind of stuck at 1080p 30 frames per second. But you know what? I'm gonna throw it in this video anyways, just to give you guys an idea of what video quality is like when recording with that front-facing camera. Now, before y'all bring it up in the comments, yes, I already know we do have an overheating issue on this device right here when it comes to recording at 4K 60 frames per second. Honestly, I'm not really too worried about it. It's nothing really new to me. I ran into the same issue when it came to the Pixel 5. I even said it in my Pixel 5 4K video test that when I was recording at 4K 60 frames per second, the phone overheated and kicked me out of the camera. Well, it seems like since then, Google has fixed that with the software update. So I can only assume that they're gonna do the same thing with this device. I'm sure they'll push out an update and fix that issue that we have on this device when it comes to recording at 4K 60 frames per second. That's why I'm not really too worried about it, to be honest. And honestly, for me, I don't really record at 4K 60 frames per second that much anyways, unless I do want to slow the footage down to 4K 30 frames per second while still keeping, you know, that high quality. And this is a $450 device that can record at 4K 60, even if it's for a little bit. I still think that's a good thing because, you know, you have actual cameras that can't even record at 4K 60. Like my Sony ZV-1 right here that costs a lot more than this phone right here, it tops out at 4K 30 frames per second. I can't even record at 4K 60 even if I wanted to. So the fact that we can still do that on this device, even if it's just for a little bit, is still great in my opinion. But like I said, I'm sure Google will push out a software update to fix that issue. But enough of that, let's go ahead and get into this video test. All right, so starting off with the front-facing camera recording at 1080p 30 frames per second. Here it is. What do you guys think? Let me go ahead and pan around here a little bit. Here's with the sun kind of directly in my face, kind of got the shade structure in front of me. Still pretty bright though. And this is with the sun behind me. But I'll go ahead and just walk around a little bit here so we can check out what stabilization is like on the front facing camera. This is all handheld, no gimbal, no small handheld tripod or anything like that. Let's go ahead and go into a nice little jog here. There we go. What do you guys think? I got the ducks. I got the ducks running away from me over there. Look at that. Again, this is the front-facing camera. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. Let's go ahead and check out the rear-facing camera. Okay, so taking it over to the rear-facing camera at 4K 30 frames per second. Just doing a nice little pan around here. Look at that. Let me go ahead and start walking so we can check out stabilization. Let's go check out these ducks down here. Look at all the duckies. Think they'll let me pet them? Let's go and do a nice little jog here so we can really see what stabilization is like. Chase the ducks here. Where are you going? Look at that. Go and pan around again. Now we do have the option to use the ultra wide angle lens. We can zoom in 2 times. And then we can also zoom all the way into 5 times. Now 5 times zoom probably doesn't look the best, but you know, the option is there if you do want to use it. Let me go ahead and go back to the main lens. Walk around this way one more time. Beautiful day. Little hot, still a beautiful day though. Nice clear sky, look at that. Again, this is 4K 30 frames per second. Let's go and check out 60 frames per second. Okay, so taking it over to 4K 60 frames per second, just panning around here a little bit. Checking out the ducks here, look at that. What up, duckies? You let me chase you again? Just doing a nice steady walk here to check out stabilization at 4K 60. Just having a little fun out here. Let's go ahead and go into a nice little jog. Again, all handheld with one hand. Got my other hand right here. There we go. Let's go and film directly towards the sun. See what that looks like. Let's go and zoom out 2 times. And we can also zoom out to 5 times as well. Or zoom in, I should say. This is 5 times zoom. Go ahead and go back to the main lens. Now we can't use the ultra wide angle lens at 4K 60 frames per second. It only allows us to zoom in to 5 times. Just walking around here a little bit more. Hey, what up, Duck? I kind of want to see how long I can go at 4K 60, to be honest, because it does overheat if you record too long at 4K 60, and it is about 99 degrees out here, so it's a little hot. Look at the green on that tree over there. Let's check out the grass over here. Park is almost empty today, but I think it's because it's a little warm. I'm sure once it starts cooling off, people will start showing up. Well, we made it at about 2 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and end this before it does overheat. Last time it overheated on me just after a couple minutes, so I won't go too long, but we made it to about 2 minutes, which is good enough for me. Let's check out this tree real quick. Kind of want to get a close-up actually. Look at that. So again, this is 4K 60 frames per second. Let's go ahead and take a look at some nighttime footage. All right, so we have made our way into the night. As you can see here, it is nice and dark outside. I do have lights around me from the stores around me, but that's about it. This will give us a good idea of what it's going to be like when recording with the front-facing camera at night. Just doing a nice steady walk here. Check out stabilization. I'm going to take it into a light jog. Now, stabilization isn't always going to be the best at night. I noticed with a lot of smartphones, it always seems a bit jittery. And this is also all handheld as well. Let me go ahead and just pan around slow here, see if that does make a difference. Beautiful night tonight, by the way. Weird because it was so hot today, but nighttime seems pretty nice. So there you are. This is the front-facing camera. Let's go and take it over to the rear-facing camera. All right, so taking it over to the rear-facing camera at 4K 30 frames per second. Just doing a nice steady walk here. Check out stabilization. What do you think about the overall quality? I'm going to pan around here really quick. Not looking too bad here in the viewfinder. Looking pretty good. Let's do a nice light jog here. There we go. Let's get a close-up on this water fountain right here. Look at that, looking really nice. Again, this is 4K 30 frames per second. Let's go and switch it up to 4K 60 frames per second. All right, here we are, switching it up to 4K 60 frames per second. Let me know what y'all think. Get another close-up here on this fountain. Not looking too bad. Let me go ahead and pan around towards the street where it's a bit more darker. Let's see what stabilization is like. We'll go ahead and do a nice light jog here. There we are. Let's get a close-up on these plants here since it is a bit darker in this area. See what that looks like. And there we are, 4K 60 frames per second. Woo, all right, so there it is, a little 4K video test with the Google Pixel 5a. What do y'all think? Let me know down in the comment sections below. What do you think about the overall video quality when it comes to recording in the daytime and the nighttime? And also let me know what you think about the microphone quality as well, because I was using the internal mics on this device right here. Again, everything was handheld. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment sections below. If you did like this video and find it helpful, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. Thank you all so very much for watching. This is Josh Quinones. I will see you on the next one. Peace out.